If I had to start from scratch and repurchase my tarot decks from the start, these are the first 8 that I would go and buy straight away. Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new. Hi, I'm Mend, and if you're a long-time viewer, you're probably going to go, Mend, what the heck is this? This is a glass of hydration because it's warm. And I've wanted to, I'm only messing with you. You think I was only going to have a cup? Absolutely not. I'm not doing a video without Jackie the Tona, a regular human bartender. You'd think I would know how to say it at this stage. Anyway, I couldn't do this video without Jackie. Absolutely not. But I do have a cup of water as well because it's important. So if you haven't drank water today, go drink some water. But today is a fun video that I was tagged in by Han. Now, or her channel is known as simply Han Tarot. I'll make sure to tag it below. Go check it out. But Han created a fabulous video, and I have it beside me because I have to check. It's 6 tarot decks that left my collection and came back, and she so kindly tagged me in it, and I was like, I love getting tagged in videos. I love getting notifications that so-and-so, whoever, doesn't matter, has tagged you in a video or mentioned you in a video, and I'm like, oh my god, that's so cool. Like, I never get bored of that. So also, can I state that there have been some videos that I've been tagged in and I don't get a notification for it. I don't know what's going on with YouTube, but I don't get notified sometimes when you tag me. So if you're sitting there and you're watching and you've tagged me and I haven't commented, please know that means I did not get a notification. So if you have, comment below just in case. I'm not ignoring anyone because it did happen to me that I can't, oh my god, I'm so sorry. I can't remember. You tagged me in the video and it was 2 weeks after the video had gone out when I found it, and when I commented, I was like, oh, I felt so bad. So that please just know that I don't always get the notifications. Anyway, so Han's video is about 6 decks that she had to either sell, or I think there was a deck that she lost as well in the process of moving, and so she was able to get them back into her collection, which is always super exciting. Have never been in that situation. Touch wood, I'm very fortunate. I have never had to part with any of my decks. Who knows? Obviously, circumstances always change all the time. So I count myself very, very lucky. I've never had to sell any of my decks. I haven't actually passed on any of my decks, believe it or not. They just sit here. Maybe one day I'll do a decluttering, but as of right now, they are all happily sitting in a very loving home. But I still wanted to take part. So and I know this has probably been done before, is those that it would, if they had to go and repurchase these decks, would they? So I was looking at my collection and went, okay, so if I had to sell those decks, which ones would they be, and would I repurchase them? So that's where my thought process went with this. I just changed it around, as in the decks, if I had to sell my entire collection, what are the first decks? So I broke it down into tarot first, and I will do an oracle version of this as well because I kind of found it difficult to split it. I was going to do 3 tarot, 3 oracle, and then I realized I didn't want to do that, so I'll split this into 2. So there you go. You're very lucky. You get two of the same kind of videos, but 2 different systems. Anyway, so can I show you something really cool actually before we get into this? Before I started recording, now it's evening time. I normally try and record in the morning because it's a bit quieter. But look what I found in my office. You guys, it's a tiny little feather. And it has a little sheen. Now, you all know I'm into my little signs and messages, so I was like, oh my god, thank you. I don't know what it means just yet, but thank you. So this little tiny baby feather is, I have no idea where it came from because the windows haven't been opened here and there's no birds flying freely around here either. Right, anyway, let's have a sip. Let's see, has my coffee cooled down enough? yeah, it has. Do you like the new edition as well? I don't think I've recorded in here since this was added, but it's a little trinket dish. It's like a little mermaid type trinket dish. I have some of my crystals in here. Actually, it's not a mermaid, is it? I don't know, it's cute. My Pisces heart is really happy because there's two little fishies on either side. So it came from my Oma's. So thanks, Oma. So the first one, in no particular order here, okay? The first deck, if I had to go out and repurchase, would be the Dark Mansion Tarot. Now, I will say, this is the 3rd edition, I think. Yes. Okay. It would be this edition that I would go out and buy. I know they have a new enhanced one, but I think they've used AI. No thanks. I like this version way better. So I just want to state that. So this would be the first one that I would go out and buy. It would have to be this version. It would have to be 1st, 2nd, or 3rd edition. I think everybody knows this one. And it'd have to be these backs. I love the moon and the night sky. I love this. I use this one. This is the only indie deck in this video. So the rest of them are easily accessible. I don't know if they have any more of these versions. I'm not 100% sure. But if you look up, there you go. Tarot Eka Studio. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. But anyway, see if it's the 3rd edition, because I think the newest one is like AI enhanced or something. So, but it'd have to be, again, like I said, it'd have to be this version of it. I love the rose petal finish on this. And I always love using this one for ancestral work, actually, believe it or not. And I feel like it's very Tim Burton-esque. And it's so beautiful. And it's a really good reader. I do wish there was a book with it. There is no book with it, but that is okay. So this would be the first one I would totally go out and repurchase. It would probably be the first one I'd go and repurchase because it took a month to get here. So yeah, I would repurchase this one, the first one, because it takes so long. At least the other ones would be here and they'd keep me entertained until this one arrived. Second one is the Lightseers Tarot. I know. I love it. I'm not making any apologies. Now, the only thing is I probably would never part with this version of it. For the reason being is it's the first deck Jamie ever got me. It was a Christmas gift from him. I remember seeing this as indie. I couldn't get my hands on it. Again, I've explained this a million times, but if you're new here, I'm from Ireland, and getting indie decks here is ridiculously expensive. So the deck might be super affordable or, very reasonable for indie decks, right? But between postage, customs, and then we have a new charge here now as well for anything that comes outside of the EU, that you're charged €3 per item. I don't even fully understand it. So we'll say you get a deck, a notebook, and a pen. You'll be charged €3 per item. So that's €9. On top of customs, on top of postage, and on top of the items that you bought. Like, I'm sorry. Hello. No. It gets pricey. So can you see why I talk about mass market a lot? Because it's just far more feasible and affordable for me to be able to do that. But if I had to part with it, it would be another deck. I love this. Is one of my favorite High Priestess cards. It would be the one that I would go and get, because this helped me fall in love with tarot so ridiculously much. So ridiculous, that's not even proper English. But it helped me be less afraid of it, because I'm trying to think, when did this actually come out mass market? Is it 2016? 2019. 2019. Yeah, I was thinking that was kind of when I really got into tarot deck collecting. It was only just Oracle up until that point, but it's when I seen this deck and I loved it. Oh my gosh, I loved it. And I'm so glad that Chris-Anne brought out the bigger book as well. But I was just in love with this. And so when I seen it was picked up mass market. I was like, I can't wait to get this. So, and of course, Christmas was coming up, and he's like, what would you like? And I was like, this. Like, even, oh my gosh, where is it? The Tower card. Oh, I love that. So, yeah. The Lightseers Tarot. And you're probably sitting there thinking, man, there's a deck that we thought you'd mention first. You're right, so I'm going to mention it now. Is, of course, it's the Green Witch. Now, to be honest, only the fact that it's mass market, which makes it great. I hope it's never... Llewellyn, you cannot pull this off the market. I love this so much. But I would totally go out and repurchase that. No, it wouldn't be the first deck that I'd actually repurchase, because like that, if I had to repurchase the Dark Mansion, it takes a month. So it'll be the first one I'd be spending my money on. But of course, I would repurchase the Green Witch. And this is my home deck. This is the deck that keeps me grounded and centered and brings me back to me. It is my deck. I don't use it to read for anyone else. I won't use it for daily draws on my Instagram, or I won't do any readings for anyone with this deck. I am like, nope, this is my deck. This is for me only. I'm not using it for anyone else. So it would be this one. The next one on my list, and now I'm after confusing myself because I think this tarot deck was actually before the Lightseers. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. This one I also fell in love with tarot, and it reminds me of the old tarot tube days. Is the Everyday Witch Tarot by Deborah Blake, and the artwork is by Elizabeth Alba. Oh my god, I love this deck. Like, as in, I love this deck so much. When we went to France, where is it? Just opened the box and my deck has disappeared. Where is it? Oh, I know where it is. I did a reading recently. Oh my god, my heart. I thought it grew legs and walked away. I was like, what in the magic heck is going on? I get a black feather and my deck goes missing. No, it's okay. It's here. It was discharging. Do you know what? I should have known. I was like, the box is kind of light. Jeez. Anyway, this reminds me of the good old tarot tube days. Oh my god, does anybody else remember Imogen Walters? I think I've mentioned her like a dozen times. I swear, I just loved her channel so much and I miss it. But I understand. I get it. Sometimes people just, it's not their thing anymore, and yeah. But I remember her showing this deck on her channel and I was like, I have to get this. And there's only one channel. No. Well, I think there's 2 or 3 channels that I follow that do pick a card readings. Or is it 4? It's less than 5. But it's a Charmed Intuition. Liz, oh my gosh. The decks she shows, I think I just watch them just for the decks. And I very rarely watch pick a cards anymore. But when I kind of started a couple of years ago, I was mad for these pick a card readings or star sign readings and whatnot. So, and I seen Liz use this deck as well, and I'm like, I need this deck. And then I realized I could get it easily enough. I was like, okay. And I love the little black cat throughout the whole thing. It reminds me of the Spirit of Alchemy of Spirit, isn't it? Alchemy of the Spirit Oracle with the white cat. So, yes, this will be the next one. I think we need a slight coffee break. Tell me about your day. How's your day going? Let's take a break. Whew, I feel like I've been talking a million miles. And I'm going to have to start dinner soon. So, you know, make sure we're all fed and whatnot. So what were you up to? How's your day going? I feel like sometimes I forget to check in with you guys. But yeah, it's afternoon. It is evening time. It's probably nearly 6 o'clock at this stage. So, which is normally later than what I normally do it. I try and do it early. So, oh, that's Miss Frankie coming down. Okay, one more sip and we shall get back into it. Ah, that's good. That is good. So the next one, we've only 4 more to go, you guys. We can do this. And it probably would, I think it'll probably be this version. I think it's the Starman Tarot by David Angelos. I'm probably butchering this. This is the remastered one. I do have to do a side by side, I know, yet, of the Starman Tarot, because I have the big low Scarabeo one, but it's the limited edition one, so it's the really big cards. But this is the one by Red Feather, and yeah, it's by Red Feather. This is a hefty box. This is a hefty box. When I seen this, I don't know who put it up, but I was like, I need to get that right now. One of you let me know. One of you let me. Oh my God, words. I know one of you had commented to let me know that this was being remastered, and I didn't have to think twice. The minute it became available and I could buy it, I bought it. So, and that was at the start of the year. Look at this guidebook. The guidebook has gold edges. Doesn't matter. No. Do I like it? Yes, I do. So this is the deck. I won't take the whole thing out because there's no ribbon in this one, which is odd. But anyway, so excuse me. I love the inside of this. I'm pretty sure I have a walkthrough up, so I'll try and remember to look at that. Look at that. That's cool. Am I a huge David Bowie fan? No. I make no apologies for it, but I love the Starman Tarot. So I know who David Bowie is, by the way. Okay. But this art, love it. I love it. It is so weird, so odd, and this deck reads so well. So I originally got the Starman Tarot as a Christmas gift from my sister-in-law a good couple of years ago, and I was looking at the deck and I was like, that is not a deck I would totally choose for myself. I wasn't ungrateful, by the way, just in case you think mad. I'm like, that is never a deck I would ever think of looking at. And it has totally changed my perspective on how I look at decks now. Because I remember diving into the guidebook because it was over Christmas and I actually had time to sit down and read. So I was so excited. I dove into, look at that. Is that a bit like Marilyn Manson there? That's the singer, right? Because I remember a friend got mixed up between Marilyn Manson and Charles Manson. They're two different people. But anyway, and yeah, I fell in love with it. And the cards, I spent ages looking at the cards. And every time, and to this day, every time I will see something different. I'm sorry I'm going through this very quick, but I feel like I've chatted quite a lot. But yes, I would totally go. Yeah, I'd probably buy this version, but I'll try and tag the walkthrough of this if you want to see a full walkthrough of it. Okay, and I'll be honest, the last three kind of surprised me, but the Ostara Tarot, and this is Red Feather as well. I've had this a couple of years now, and it's by 4 creators. I think you've heard me talk about it before. I'll just take out one side because it is just to show you. Hello. I'll just knock you around there. Words meant. Come on. It's a split. It's not even a split box. It's literally just a box, and the cards are just kind of fecked in here. Oh my gosh. That's the only thing I have a gripe with is the box. Okay, I'll just take out a few. You probably have seen this a few times. So I promise you, if you buy this deck, you will get more cards. They won't be this dainty. But these are the backs. Oh my gosh, I could swoon about these forever. But this was a deck I think I got during, do you know that time when we were all buying like a load of decks because we had nowhere else to go or be. So this is one of them, and I'm glad I took the jump on this one because I fell in love with it. I really like the different art styles in it. They work actually quite well. And it has just always read really well for me. Now, majority of the time, I sometimes have to bring out, sometimes. Right. I do have to have the guidebook on hand as well because sometimes I just feel that extra I need from the cards. Guidebook. You can tell it's getting later in the evening. Sometimes, if it hits a certain point in the day, words just stop wording. Okay, so the next one actually surprised me. It's the Ukiyo Tarot. I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm pretty sure one of you Oh my gosh. You studied Japanese and he told me. Is it Rima? I think it's Rima. But, so I'm pretty sure you said oh here to be oo. So I'm hoping it's Ukiyo and not Ukiyo, which is how I was pronouncing it. Anyway, which I can understand because, you know, as someone from Ireland, and when people pronounce sound as Samhain, I'm like, phonically I understand it, but pronunciation wrong. It's pronunciation is still wrong. Okay, it's Samhain. But I wouldn't be that snob going, hey, this is how it's pronounced. But I asked you how to pronounce this, so that's different. This one surprised me. So this was sent to me by Llewellyn. It is a Loscaro Bayo deck. But if I had to start over and buy this, I would. I would actually personally go out and buy this. Again, not my style, not my kind of deck that I would personally go out and have bought before. But now, having used it and worked with it, I used it as my deck for May's Tarot Challenge by Lionhearts over on Instagram. And oh my god, this was so good. So accurate, so precise. Please don't underestimate the little guidebook here. I do have a walkthrough. I'll make sure to tag. I'll try and tag all these below. If not, if I don't, just go in. I have a playlist. It's called Walkthrough Wednesday. Just go into that. If I don't tag it. But the guidebook is genuinely really, really good. Very small, very simple. But it is so, so good. So good. Okay, so I'm going to show you the last one now. I'm not going to pause. I'm just going to put this to the side. I try and tidy as I go. But anyway, excuse me. You've had your time. It's this one now. The Phantasma Tarot by Paulina Fee. Are we shocked? Yeah, I'm shocked too. Because this, as most of you know, wouldn't have been my style of deck either, right? But then there was something... Okay, bye Frankie. Where did you come from? This was a deck that kind of surprised me. Because it wouldn't be my style. But... Oh, the peacock. I love the peacock. But when I seen it on a couple of channels, I was like, okay, right, go on, I'll try it. And I think, of course, I probably got it off Kenny's because Kenny's is my new book depository. And I promise you, I'm not sponsored. If I was, 200% tell you. But in all honesty, they're actually sometimes, the majority of the time, better priced than Amazon. So I'm just saying, you know, if you're looking for decks, and especially US game systems deck. I don't know how many of you struggle to get US game systems deck. But one, I've looked on Amazon and they cost nearly the price of an indie deck. Okay? Absolutely not. And second of all, then it goes, especially because I'm in Ireland, it goes unavailable in your country. I'm like, this is Amazon UK. Like, what? Anyway, so I went on to Kenny's. Now, the only thing is you have to wait a little while. It could be a couple of months, but they still get it. And at a cheaper price. Win-win. Win-win. And I wanted to share it with you guys because I don't get to keep it around here. I'm sharing with you because you too can benefit if you're looking for US game systems decks. And if you're not, then you didn't hear it from me then. Okay? But this deck is so good. I love the art style. I really do actually. I do like Paulina's art style. I just never thought it was for me deck-wise. So now I kind of think I want to get the Magic Makers because I did pick up Joie de Vivre as well. So I'm trying to see, do I prefer the Color D? Because that's a very vibrant one. Whereas this one is more muted. So I want to see which one do I prefer. Anyway, I've done enough yapping. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. This has been a lovely evening. You've definitely cheered me up, unknowns to yourselves, even though I know I can't hear you back. But you're going to leave lovely comments and I'm going to reply back to them. And we're going to have a lovely chat. So, thank God nobody can see me. They'll think I've lost my mind. Maybe I have. As the Mad Hatter said, we're all mad here, so it's okay. So, let me know, what decks would you repurchase if you had to? if you had to go out and repurchase your decks, which one would you do first? And thank you so much to Han for tagging me in your video. I feel like my video's moved off. I really appreciate it, and it was so lovely to see the decks that you had to get rid of or that were lost and that you were able to get back. That is awesome. I love that for you. So let me know, and thank you so much for hanging out with me. It's always deadly crack, as we say here in Ireland, and I will see y'all. Oh, hold on. I hope you have a wonderful day, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the world, and I'll see y'all on the next video. Bye, guys. And Jackie says goodbye to you, of course, always.